Hi, here to give you a quick demo of what's new in Pulse 1.5. I have my little cheat sheet here on the bottom right as usual, and we've been busy going after all of the different sort of user and feature requests that you've had. There's still more. We have a list. We're working through it. If you don't see it today, it's coming soon. So work hours, let's start there. So move myself over, little room here. A couple things. We've added time zones. So now if you want to set your specific time zone or not just use your current location, you can now do that in setting your work hours. And you can also pause and set yourself as away when you're outside those work hours. So I know a number of you have been asking for that. We do have the ability to granularly set your work hours within a day coming soon. So stay tuned. I know a few have asked for that. Activity sharing. So many have asked if they could customize the exact emoji that are shown in each of these cases. You can now do so. So you can customize in a meeting or focused. You can independently now set active and stepped away if you, some prefer to be very visible when they're active, but be not so visible when they've stepped away. I mean, it depends on your company culture and how you set it up. So this is all sort of customizable now. Pinnable Status, this is very cool. One of my favorite new features. You can now append an emoji and some text to your automatic status. So I've appended Warriors. They're in the finals. Let's go Warriors. So if you actually look at my status right now, it says right here, Warriors. So very sort of cool. Let's see, Google Meet. So we have added deeper Google Meet integration. So to make this work, you actually have to not only connect it here within Pulse, but as it walks you through the workflow, you're going to have to install the Google Meet Chrome plugin, Chrome extension. So you can go to the Chrome Web Store and just search for Pulse Automatic Status if that's easier. Once you have this set up, couple things. One, even if you don't have Google Meet in focus, if you're in another tab or in another app, it'll still know when you're in a Google Meet meeting and correctly share that into your Slack status. You can configure to share meeting titles. We have more coming here, including the ability, like we do with Zoom, where we can actually show common fruit emoji when groups of you are in the same meeting within your Slack workspace. Places. So a number of you have asked for this, being able to customize the emoji that's shown. So you can now do that. And as an FYI, we are also coming soon adding support for those that use the location feature within Google Calendar. Adding support for that as well. So if you want that reflected into your Slack status, coming soon. Time format, temperature format, we're in the right place. So you can now, you can always, in Pulse, you can have always added your time zone to your status. You can now configure how it's shown. So previously it was just the offset to GMT. You can now just display the time zone itself, or you can display an approximate time. We don't display the exact time because that results in a lot of status updates. So it's the approximate hour that you're in. So super helpful for those scheduling across time zones. And the same thing now with weather. So if you want to just set simply Celsius versus Fahrenheit. Google Calendar. So a couple things. One, in Google Calendar rules, you can now pause and set yourself away on a per rule basis. So if you have specific calendar rules where you want to configure that, you can. As an FYI, we do have support coming soon for multiple calendars. So if you want to connect a second account, maybe your personal account, and reflect that into your Slack status, you'll be able to do that soon as well. Google Calendar event type. So within Google Calendar, previously we were only supporting the default calendar event. Those that are on the certain Google Workspace plan and above are able to create focus time events and more. We now support that as well. And you can actually customize that the emoji is shown, and we have more coming here soon. And finally, multi-computer support. So if you're using Pulse, and we had a number of users that were, across computers that is, it now works. So it'll use the status from your last active computer, and so shouldn't be surprised. It's sort of, you're obviously hopping around, it'll be a little weird, but it should work as you expect. So that's what's new in Pulse 1.5. As always, if you have any feedback or questions, feel free to go to the Pulse support site or ping me at raj@getpulse.team. Thank you.